Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Riding Custom. Today's a big day. Today is the day I've been trying to figure out for a long time, and that is paint colors for this house. Okay, so this is the front of my house. I've got to paint it. So the aqua color is the main color that the house is going to be. That's the main body color. Then we've decided on this, it's called iron ore. This blackish color here, that is going to be the color of all the windowsills. And what else was going to be iron ore? Windowsills and the gutters and downspouts. Okay, which I still have to get and put up. So I'll spray all those and then we'll mount them up once we get them. And then, which is good. So now we know the main body color. Oh, that is also going to be the color right here. The blue around this window, okay, will actually be the black iron ore, okay? It's not really black, it's like a dark charcoal. Then, all the trim, like this trim here, will be this color, which is alabaster. It kind of, that's bright white, that's alabaster, okay? So all of this trim around the door will be alabaster, as well as all the soffit, trim, all of that. The carport will be alabaster. All the eaves, the soffit up here, that'll all be alabaster, right? So, not bad. Also gonna do the, well, honestly, I may paint this gutter the iron ore with the downspout to match the rest of the house, but we shall see. But then I wanted to do something kind of fun with the front door. Wanted to do a pop of color, right? And so we had a couple colors chosen. This purpley color, which is not going to be the color, and then this red, which is going to be the color of only this front door, okay? Just the door itself. Going to get a new door handle, deadbolt and all that, but this door will be that color. So if you guys can picture this, stand back here, get away from the house a little bit. It'll all be turquoise, or the aqua color, black sills, black window, black gutters and downspouts. All of the trim, soffit, siding will be that alabaster and the door trim, and then the door will be the red. So that means I've got an incredible amount of work to do. This is not as simple as just painting the house. I need to basically spray. I need to get the white, the alabaster, and do all of this and spray all of that, tape off the windows and plastic off the windows, and really just get this in a world. And I think I'm going to spray the alabaster before I ever put the turquoise on the walls. We decided to go with the top of the line Sherwin-Williams, I believe it is, exterior paint in a satin sheen. The reason for that, we went to go flat, but we have so much mildew and trees and vines and crap everywhere, and it rains all the time. 6 months out of the year, it rains a lot. So they said this would clean up better. And this is actually one where if any dirt or anything like that gets onto the wall, the rain will wash it off. It'll just come right off. And so it's got that kind of protection going on. So that's pretty cool. So, and it's mildew resistant and all of that. So it should stay looking like that for a very long time. So, and it's also a one coat deal. That's one coat. That's me with a roller just for, I'm probably going to paint this house very fast. When it comes to the main body, the rest of it, there's going to be a lot of, maybe not. There's going to be, well, yeah, there'll be some taping off of the doors and windows and stuff that'll have to happen. Might even take the lanterns back down just because it'll be easier, and then cutting in around them and taping them and doing all that. But I don't know. We'll go from there. But yeah, colors are being chosen, which is really exciting. In our process of trying to get this house to where it needs to be, right? So should look completely different here. Won't be today. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, by the way. So it won't be Thanksgiving, and it won't be Friday, because Friday me and Ron are going to the Turkey Run, which is a big car show swap meet at the Daytona International Speedway. So we'll be over there for that, looking for parts for the 65 Chevelle SS, as well as our 58 Chevy Apache. I am in particular looking for an intake manifold. 4-barrel intake, new or newish. That's either chrome or polished would be ideal for a reasonable price. So let's see where that goes. That's something I probably will find there in bulk and get something like that going. I'd like to get like an Edelbrock Performer RPM or air gap or something to that effect. So yeah, so that's what we got going on here. Now, as it pertains to the Apache, the 58 Chevy Apache, where do I even start? So I'm going to be ordering Friday morning the motor mounts, so we can go ahead and get that in. I'm going to buy them from Yogi's Rod Shop, and I should not have any issues there, and they should show up within a week. They are the weld-in engine mounts for a 55 to 59 Chevy Apache with a small block Chevy. They are from Total Cost Involved, TCI, as a company that makes them, and we will get that going. So at least we can get the engine into the truck, and then once we get it in, we'll figure out what drop we need on our transmission mount and order a transmission mount. So that'll happen. Now, as it pertains to our rear suspension, okay, I feel like you guys need to know this. I bought the rear suspension on October 20th from a company called Western Chassis, which is also POL or Performance Online. You guys have probably heard of them. They were in all the commercials where the hoods pop up and talk and all that kind of stuff. Guys, it's just, and I'm not one to do this, but they're terrible. I've had almost zero communication. The only communication I have gotten from them is literally when I made the order, and that is it. I have not received my parts. I've called them dozens of times. They tell me to talk to Jimmy Pierce, the manager. He is a ghost. He does not answer his phone. He does not respond to emails. He does not return voicemails. It does not matter what you do, that fucker's not calling you back. Okay? Unless by chance you get him on the phone. That is the only way. And then when you talk to an actual salesperson, which is typically what has to happen, you call, you got to hit one, wait like you're going to order some parts. That process typically takes 45 minutes to an hour and a half to get somebody on the phone. And then you get a guy who's already frustrated, and then you try to explain this to them, and they look you up, and then they can't really give you the answers you're looking for because they don't know. And other than there's some parts on back order, we don't know what, and call Jimmy. So I'm highly considering getting my money back, but I'm nervous about that as well, because I don't know that I'll get my money back in any reasonable amount of time. And we're talking, you know, $1,351.41. So yeah, I don't know, guys. Just be careful. If they don't have your parts in stock, you may never get them. And from everything I'm reading and hearing from people, even if they do have it in stock, it might not ship for a month. So I would kind of steer away from them if I was you guys, and I could. I think that might be a good idea. Unfortunately, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff I want to buy from them that is good prices, but I don't know that I'd ever get it. And I don't have 6 years to wait for fucking parts to show up, right? So I'll keep you posted on that, but that's kind of where we're at on the Apache. It's really just waiting on parts. Big Ron went and got his stitches out yesterday. So they told him, got to do physical therapy, and he needs to wear the sling for another 4 weeks. Not great, but not going to hold us back. We're going to start working on the cars here again here real soon after Thanksgiving, and have a lot of content for you guys. So stay tuned for all of that, as well as house updates and everything. And we'll just go on down the road. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you guys tomorrow.